temperature in the city. It was cloudy and the temperature was 30 degrees. The Columbia Climate Summary for yesterday, March 13th, 2017. Yesterday's high temperature of 39 degrees occurred at 8:15 a.m.
Of course, the wind's blowing.
The normal high is 54.
Remember that.
The record high is 19 degrees, which was...
All right, well, this is Glenn Monroe, SkyWarn. Volunteer responder, Central Missouri minister. I'm your local minister for the area. Been appointed minister of the Missouri State Senate since I was 18 years old. I am getting up in my pretty much my late 40s now, and so I've been here for a while. So here we go with the local volunteer responder, Central Missouri SkyWarn spotter brief for the day. First of all, you see over there where it says the time and temperature? That's electronic. That is a temperature. Those things are prone to fail. It's electrical. So it's saying that if you know how to read or cipher the lingo there. So we have the 8:47 a.m. here in Central Missouri, 23 degrees. I believe that's Fahrenheit. Okay, see the flag over there to the left? It's blowing from the northeast. Remember we discussed yesterday, the day before yesterday, we've been going over how to use the flag or any kind of a cloth material, something waving around, that will give us a kind of an idea of what the wind speed is. We come at the conclusion that's a breeze. So we're looking at 12 to 15. I'm going to go ahead and just say, 15. Okay, and then we're on the ground, so it could be blowing a little bit better than that. So if it's 23 degrees Fahrenheit, the wind's blowing 15, as long as the humidity is over about 50 to 60, go ahead and subtract whatever the wind speed is from your temperature. So we have 23 degrees, and then the wind's blowing at 15, subtract that, and so what would that give you? Well, 10, that's 13 degrees. You know, you're looking at, well, shit, 8 degrees. Yeah, you're looking at 8 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay, Celsius, freezing is 0. Okay, so if it's freezing outside, we just call that ground zero. That's 0. But if you're doing Fahrenheit scale, okay, that's what that is. So if we have the wind blowing at 12 to 15 miles per hour, the humidity at a certain level, I usually said it, yeah, and it just stalled out. So we're doing breeze here. So subtract whatever you think the breeze is from the actual temp, if you can get it accurately. If the wind's blowing and it's humid and it's below freezing, just try to figure out the wind speed. Okay, that's all you got to do, and then you'll figure out, oh shit, I probably shouldn't be out here. Okay, so you have, see the breeze over there, the flag is blowing. Okay, it's in the morning, we have below freezing, so 0, 15 degrees, so we're looking at 15 degrees, right? So I'm thinking it's 15 degrees, 10 to 15 degrees outside with the wind chill and the humidity. And if the wind's blowing, it's humid, that will freeze your hands. Okay, so we're looking at frostbite warning. Okay, that's a hard freeze, especially if the wind's blowing and it's humid. You can freeze just from the wind. So if you stay out of the wind, you should be okay. Okay, that's pretty much what I got today. Today is the 14th. Was this Wednesday? No, Tuesday. Yeah, Tuesday the 14th, March. And we're back to about normal what the temperature should be. Somewhere around there. But yeah, I just want to bring that to your attention before we do our daily brief, our AM daily brief here in Central Missouri. And I always try to bring that to your attention. If you can figure out the direction of the wind, that's a northeastern, by the way, because remember we discussed it. This was north. That's northeast. There's the flag. It's blowing 10 to 15 miles an hour. We'll just say that's a breeze. I'm gonna say it's 12. It looks like it was that one day I clocked it at 12. So we'll just say, yeah, it's almost full. Yeah, it's about 12 to 15. So we'll just peg it at 15 minus 23. The radio here, what we have here for our radio from the main office here.
Rain after midnight. Low in the mid-40s. Temperature steady or slowly rising after midnight.
Okay.
Friday, warmer.
Oh, that's Friday. Well, we only do day by day, okay? So I only usually do a daily brief because if you went to the seminar, you know that weather changes, you know, in a couple hours. So I only do one day, AM and PM. You know, I do it day by day. So,
60. Saturday night.
and if I do a speculation of the future, yeah, we abstain from that. We just handle what we have to do today. Okay, so I'm like, okay, it's AM, wind's blowing, it's 23 degrees. Yeah, it's freezing cold.
Around 50. High around. Again.
I'm not getting a good reception here.
Columbia, Jefferson City, Mexico, and surrounding communities.
There we go.
Today, mostly cloudy. Scattered flurries in the morning. Isolated
So I'm not getting a good reception. So keep that in
high
mind.
in the mid-30s.
There we go.
At 8 a.m. in Columbia, it was cloudy with a temperature of 27 degrees.
Okay, they're saying it's 27 degrees Fahrenheit.
Giving us a relative
The temp
humidity of
gauge there says 23.
The wind was north at 16 miles an hour.
Okay, the wind's, remember? I said it was 15 from the northeast.
Was 30.3
They said it was.
and rising. And in Jefferson, the city.
Okay, so they said the wind is blowing at 16. I'm pretty sure that's accurate. The temp's not, because that says 23. Of course, it's in the wind there, so it's metal. Well, I don't know where the temperature gauge is. So we're going to go by our temperature gauge. So we have the wind. They said the wind is blowing from the north at 16 miles an hour. So I guessed it. Okay, so we're going to say that's 15. If that flag is blowing, you know, straight up with no creases in it, that's about 15. If it's flopped a little bit, we're going to say that's about 12 to 10. Okay, but if it's actually flying like it was a minute ago, that's 15 miles an hour. There's a 15 mile an hour wind. Okay, so if it's 23 degrees, subtract that from 15, right? 15 miles an hour, subtract it from 23. If the humidity's, you know, 50 to 60. We have snow flurries, so that means it's humid. So subtract that, and guess what? That means you could freeze. Okay? So that's what I wanted to add this morning. See, I'm using lowland German, which is morning. Where I'm from, we say good day, buenos dias. We're from the highlands, you know. Buenos dias, which means good day or good day, right? So we don't mourn. Anyhow, so if the wind's blowing at 15, which is what they just said from the office, from their instruments they use to measure wind speed. So we have right there, that's 15. See how the flag is blowing right there? It's almost full. Yeah, that's 15. Okay, so subtract 15 from 23 with the humidity. That should give you about the wind chill. So if they're saying on the temperature gauge, if they're saying it's 23 degrees Fahrenheit and the wind's blowing at 15, subtract 15 from 23 degrees Fahrenheit, and that should give you your wind chill. That means it's about 5 to 8 degrees outside. Okay? That means it's cold. Especially with humidity, you could freeze. All right, there you go. There's your lesson for the day.